Well, hey everybody, today is Friday. It is our first day of Christmas break. I mean, officially, but not officially. We are homeschooling, and so we do still have a couple of things that we have to get done, you know, over Christmas break that are like still on this week's list of work. But we are officially done with meeting in person with our homeschool group, and it just feels really nice to have a different pace. So today has been a good day so far. We've done some things around the house. We went to the thrift store, and you'll be seeing that haul probably tomorrow, or you might have already seen it. I don't know what order I will upload those. And then also I just got finished filming a haul of gifts that I got from teachers and from students. So I've got all of that filmed. If you missed that video, I will link it down below. But I just wanted to show you the aftermath of that and then talk about where do we go from here. I think sometimes there's such excitement for opening gifts, and then you've got them opened and you're left with this. It feels like a mess of bags and paper. It feels like clutter sometimes, and it can just feel overwhelming. Like, I don't know what to do with these things or where to go with these things. I'm very grateful for them, but like, what do I do next? So I thought I might just kind of take you through my process of whenever I unpackage gifts, whenever I bring them home. And this is one of those things that, like, it may seem very like second nature, like we don't need that, that's very common sense. But sometimes I do think it is the common sense stuff that we get overwhelmed and then we don't know how to handle it. So why don't we go through and put these gifts away together? All right, so a very easy thing to do first is going to be to separate out into piles. So I'm going to make a pile of Christmas cards, I'm gonna make a pile of gifts, and I'm gonna make a pile of wrapping. So even if you don't know where to go with the things, this will at least be a starting point, and then you can move on from there. Okay, so that took me literally 7 minutes, and now I have everything all laid out. I did forget that I have a trash pile. That was the other pile I didn't mention. But I went ahead while I was laying stuff out, and I sort of grouped them in categories so that as I'm putting them away, mentally it's just easier. So starting over here, I have my cards. I did remember that I had 2 gift cards that I was given at music lessons, and I forgot to include those. So this is one of them. This is one of those where you can use it at several different restaurants. And then I got one to Outback as well. So I have all of the kind of hand letter, scripture, all of those things there. I have some like go in my purse things here along with the gift cards. I have the cards. I have all the different ornaments that I was gifted. And then I have all of the like perishable things here and all of the goodies here. And then I have the gingerbread things, the candy cane, and then I have my 2 drink cups here. And like I said, those teas are there as well, the vanilla, the honey. And then I can take this bag and decide what I want to use it for. I can put my socks in my drawer. And then over here, I have stacked up all of the bags, and then I have folded the tissue paper. Now, this is not some people's jam. I totally get it. Like, a lot of people just throw away tissue paper, and I will if I have enough. But in my wrapping bin, I have a Ziploc bag of regular colored tissue paper and then more Christmassy tissue paper. And it really does come in handy when we are wrapping gifts, and I am able to just pull out tissue paper because I've got it on hand. So it's probably going to take me another 7 to 10 minutes to put this away and to throw the trash pile away. And then we will be back in business, and I'll have some fun new things to use. So it's later in the evening now. Abram and I went to Walmart because tomorrow we're having like a family brunch, and we're doing, we call it Naughty Santa. Some people call it, White Elephant, or on The Office they call it Yankee Swap, whatever. Anyway, So he and I both got gifts for that. I thrifted part of mine, and I was just getting a couple things to round it out, and he got a gift as well, so I'll show you what we got. I've got some taco meat going here that we're gonna have some sheet pan nachos with for supper, and the kids are actually on a little art date with my sister. It's so cute. Let me show you. But they are on FaceTime with my sister who lives out of state, and they are doing watercolors, and she's doing watercolors, and it's just the sweetest thing.
Now it's getting to the part where it needs to be a bit more abstract, and it's the part I'm not good at.
All right, supper is served. This is one of our favorite, like, whole family likes this meal because it's very easy for me and everybody will eat it. So we just put this straight on the table and everybody just pulls from the pan. Thank you, Harrison. Good morning. It is Saturday and we are getting ready for our big, like, extended family Christmas brunch. I've gotten myself dressed and done my makeup. I haven't done my hair yet because I'm gonna cook first, and then once my food's in the oven, I'll go deal with this. I'm not going to wash it because today's Saturday. We have a hair appointment on Monday and she wants me to come with clean, straight hair, so I'm gonna wash it tonight probably so that it'll be clean for Sunday and pretty clean for Monday for my hair appointment. So we're making two things this morning. I am bringing bacon and I am bringing cinnamon rolls, but they're cinnamon rolls with a twist. So last year I did the whole thing. I did the sourdough cinnamon rolls, and honestly they didn't turn out super great. And I had seen these before on Instagram and my sister made them, and they are the cinnamon rolls using Hawaiian rolls. Have you guys heard of these? So essentially, you know, I've just made those Hawaiian roll sandwiches for that church function the other day. These, you do the same thing as far as like slicing them in the middle, and you make a like butter sugar mixture, and you spread half of it in the middle, put half of it on top, and you bake the cinnamon rolls, and then when they come out you put icing on them, and they taste delicious, and you didn't have to do the work of making the bread. So anyway, I'm gonna get those going first, and then we're doing bacon, and I think I'm gonna do half of it as regular bacon and half of it as like brown sugar pepper bacon. I also have some laundry going, and in that laundry I have some Christmas things that I thrifted yesterday for the kids to wear, especially for the baby. But I don't know that it's gonna be done in time for us to go over there. And if not, it's fine. He can wear something different. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this started. And then I told you guys about my Naughty Santa gift. Once I get that all packaged up together, I will show you. And then I also need to tell you about Abrams. He's really proud of his gift. All right, so the rinse cycle is going, so sorry it's loud. That's part of living in a small house. You preheat the oven to 350 degrees, slice the rolls horizontally, keeping the tops and bottoms connected. You stir together brown sugar, cinnamon, butter, and salt, and then you spread it with 3/4 of the mixture, put the rolls back on top, and then do the other 1/4 of mixture. Bake in preheated oven for 20 minutes, and then let stand for 5 minutes before icing. So for the icing, it's a tablespoon of butter with cream cheese, a little bit of salt, vanilla, and powdered sugar. And there's what the picture looks like. I mean, they look pretty incredible. So we'll get that going, and then we will get our bacon going too. So cinnamon rolls are in the oven, and I'm getting ready to start on the bacon. My time timer's going. so what I'm gonna do is, this pan is gonna be brown sugar peppered bacon, and this one is gonna be plain. So this one, I'm just gonna put thick sliced bacon on here and bake it. This one is gonna be thick sliced bacon, but I'm just gonna rub it with brown sugar and then crack some black pepper on top, and that's it. This one will cook faster because the sugar makes it burn, so you have to watch this one. All right, so we're cutting it close on time while the bacon is in the oven and the cinnamon rolls have already been done. Thank you, Andy. I wanted to show you my Naughty Santa gift, and I'm getting ready to add some tissue paper to it. So this I got at the thrift store yesterday for $3, and it does have some little spots here where the holes have been filled, and you can see that, but we're just gonna say it adds to the charm. I think that it's really cute. It was $3. And then these have already been in the dishwasher, but they had these adorable Hearth and Hand mugs. They actually had 3 of them, and I just got 2. They were $3.50 each, so a little expensive for a thrift store mug, but they were Hearth and Hand, and I'm sure they're much more than that, brand new. And then I got these plates because we have some that I shared in a recent thrift haul, and one of them was like a little, like kind of had some veins through it. So I got these 2 intending to keep them for us, but the present really needed to be rounded out a little bit more. So these were $1 each. I wanted a cookbook or a magazine or a dish towel. I ended up going with this one, and I think it's gonna play really nicely off the rest of the colors and the vibe. This is the Better Homes and Gardens Christmas Cookies edition. So this was the most expensive item. This was $12.99. I did look at the thrift store for Christmas magazines and Christmas cookbooks, and they just didn't really have a lot. And so then to round it out, I got some Lindor truffles. So I'm going to package this up, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I'm all finished. So it's kind of funny. I don't have a box or a bag that can accommodate this. So we're going with a trash bag. And it just is what it is. The irony of loving wrapping and making videos about how to wrap a beautiful gift. And this is what I'm showing up with.